Hello friend, and welcome to my front porch in Thailand. In this video I want to share with you my story of going to a sex magic ritual and how that ritual changed my life. So the story really starts a year ago, almost to the day. I went through a crazy breakup and I've been single for a year now. And you know, the nice thing about traumatic breakups, if you've ever gone through anything like this, is that it brings up a lot, and you have the opportunity in those moments to create new patterns in your life. You have the opportunity to really evaluate and change some things if you do the work. So I decided to do the work, and I had thought that I had done the work before, but apparently I hadn't, because what happened to me after this relationship ended, shortly thereafter, I realized that I had to come back to myself. I felt like I had lost myself. And that right there should be a sign of a problem. And what I realized also is that I had felt like I had to come back to myself at the end of a couple other relationships. And that really hit me this time a year ago of how big of a problem that actually was. And that, you know, I have had a pattern of getting enmeshed in relationships, of getting into codependent, unhealthy patterns where I made my happiness the responsibility of my partners, where my boundaries got unclear, where I said yes to things that I was actually a no. And if you've ever been in a relationship, I'm sure you've had some similar experience at some point, either on this side of codependency or the side of avoidance or whatever. Shit comes up in relationship, right? So we either evolve and grow or we repeat the same patterns over and over again. So I decided to do the work. I decided to shift my life and to not look for a relationship as a source of completion, which is what I had been doing for years without even knowing it. And you know, after that relationship ended, I noticed just how quickly my mind and eyes and heart were open and seeking the next person to be in relationship with from a place of lack. So I didn't want to have that lack anymore. So here's what I did. It was, yeah, I'm really grateful for this whole past year. What I did, the first major thing is that I did all the things that I've wanted to do for years, but I didn't because I was too afraid and because I put so much energy into supporting my partner's vision and my partner's life. So that looks like creating videos like this. That looked like creating an online course for men around ejaculation control. That looked like creating a vlog and a blog and leading workshops in Mexico and leading workshops in person in Asheville and really committing myself to changing the way sexuality is viewed in our culture. And I was playing it safe beforehand by not fully stepping in. So I decided to fully step in. And it feels fucking awesome. And that's why I'm here in Thailand right now with this as my view, as my porch, because I'm out here with a bunch of other sex educators co-working and masterminding to help each other reach more people and have a bigger impact on the world. So I'm stepping fully into this. The other major piece of my work over the past year has been to really fall in love with myself and cultivate a relationship with myself. And so that has meant going on dates with myself, taking myself out to dinner and just loving being by myself, giving myself massages, getting more sleep, staying in instead of going to parties, eating healthy food, going to the yoga class, making and doing a consistent meditation practice, coming back to myself over and over and over again, and making a practice of whenever I noticed that lack-based desire for a relationship, what I would do in those moments, as soon as I would notice that, boom, I would turn my attention inward and notice what was it that I was needing in that moment. Was it connection? Was it play? Was I feeling lonely? Did I want warmth? Did I want community? Like, what were the needs that I was trying to get by my desire for a relationship? And I would see if I could meet those needs on my own or with close friends. And I'm happy to say that it's entirely possible to meet basically all of your needs without romantic relationship. I've been doing that for the majority of this past year, and it's fucking awesome. Really, really incredible. So that's been a huge practice too, just falling in love with myself over and over and over again, and choosing myself. So how this relates to the sex magic ritual: when I was in the Mexico Tantra Festival, I was one of the facilitators there. I went to a different workshop when I wasn't facilitating, and this workshop was a sex magic ritual. And I want you to do an experiment. Try this thought experiment. Imagine you are at a Tantra festival in the middle of a jungle with 100 other people from around the world. Most of these people you have never met before, and you're all in this room for the sex magic ritual. You're listening to a talk that's preparing you for this ritual, and you're also aware that in a minute or two, you're going to have the opportunity to choose somebody in this room to be partners with. They're going to be your partner for the sex magic ritual. So, what do you think was happening? People were listening to what the instructors were saying, but they were also scanning the room, looking around, trying to find just the right person. And I was doing it too. And I noticed in that moment that I was doing it from this place of lack. I was doing it from a place of emptiness. Like I needed somebody else to be fulfilled and whole. So, boom, as soon as I noticed that, I took a deep breath in and I decided to do the ritual with myself. And in that moment, I felt a huge expansion of my heart. I felt ease sweep over my body. I felt warmth, I felt confidence, I felt love, I felt complete. I felt all this amazing, amazing stuff just wash over me, and my desire, my lack-based desire just went away. And I decided to do the sex magic ritual by myself, which you could do. It's usually done in pairs, but you also could do it on your own. And for me, that was where the real magic was that night. So the sex magic ritual began, and 100 people started undulating their hips and breathing sexual breathing and making these sexual moan sounds, and this chorus erupted in this room, and I was doing this too on my own, and building my sexual energy and building my breath and focusing my intention on the vision that I want to create in this world. And the foundation for sex magic is basically this: when you combine your orgasmic sexual energy with your intention, you are weaving together two of the most powerful forces in the universe. And when you weave those together, you are putting into action a set of circumstances and elements in the universe that will support the creation of your vision. And so whether or not that's true in like this grand energetic sense, it was very true for me in that moment, because when I mixed my sexual arousal with my intention, it was as if my sexual arousal were a bridge that my intention could cross from my brain into every cell in my body. And it just landed there fully. It landed there fully. Oh, and it felt so good. I felt turned on and aroused, and I also felt full of such direction and presence and purpose, and it felt anchored in my body in a way that it never had before. And I can say with clarity and confidence now that I have not had a single lack-based craving for a relationship since that ritual, since choosing myself. And that was 3 months ago. What I have felt consistently since then is this purpose and this driving force and this directive to change the way sexuality is viewed in our world, to uplift men, to help ourselves, to help each other be the humans that we know we really can be. Because society, that's a whole other topic. It's a whole other topic, but society really fucks us up and limits us. So I'm so stoked to rewrite that story and help us all up level. And I feel that in my body right now, and it feels fucking awesome. So, coming back around, the question I'm asking myself right now is, what's the point? What is the point of romantic relationship? It's an especially ripe question for me right now when I consider and acknowledge to myself that I have actually been completely satisfied and happy, and not only satisfied, but just like thrilled about my life, and I'm feeling so good over the past year without romantic relationship. it's been amazing. I've had basically all of my needs met from myself or close friendships. My friendships have gotten deeper. I've made more money. My business has flourished more. It's just been an amazing, amazing period of time. And yeah, like at the same time, I've seen all these people around me get totally wrapped up in the drama of relationship, the drama of relating, hurt feelings, weird ownership mentality bullshit, jealousy, just all the stuff that can happen in the relationship realm, and the passion and the play and the love and the connection and that too. But you know, it blows my fucking mind like how much energy we give to this thing that is romantic relationship. It's nuts. It's nuts. So yeah, I'm asking for myself, like, what's the point? Why would I, if I want to get into a relationship again, why would I want to get into a relationship? Would it be for procreation? Would it be for play? It certainly wouldn't be to find the one, because I don't believe in that concept anymore. I think Disney has fucked us over, and I don't believe in the one. I believe there are many people who you and I could be really happy and fulfilled partners with. So, I want to leave possibility for a romantic relationship where two people come together as completely sovereign beings, totally happy and fulfilled in their own singleness, and then they join together, or they not join together, they decide to spend time together in that place where they're both sovereign and whole and content without the need for a relationship. I think that would be amazing. If it happens, that's going to be fucking awesome. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to hold my breath. And I've found that the best way to find your soulmate, the way I found my soulmate, was to wake up in the morning, first thing, without doing anything else, go to the mirror, look in my eyes, and say, I love you. And none of this weird twin flame Disney codependent bullshit. Just me. You are your soulmate. You're already whole, you're already complete, you are already full and capable of love. And you are going to be with yourself until you die, and relationships come and go. So, you are already your soulmate. I'm already my soulmate. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me for this thought experiment. I made this video as part of just my own reflection and growth. Maybe I'll look back on it in a year, and it'll prove to be useful somehow. And maybe this is useful for you to watch, just to see that, yeah, other people struggle with this stuff too. Other people go through these journeys, and other people do the work, and other people get results from doing the work. So if this has been helpful for you, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, let me know too. I wrote a lot of this down in a blog post. I can link to it underneath this video if you'd like to check it out in written form. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Talk to you soon.